All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Cody's Game Shelf. So let's go ahead and see what I have got on this particular game shelf. First of all, sorry here, G.I. Joe deck building game. Just played this recently. I played it several times since. Played it solo several times. I played it two-player once. Really like it. This was a pleasant surprise. I also played the Transformers game, deck building game at the same time. Didn't care for that. That one was just so-so, but G.I. Joe game blew me away, which is awesome because I loved G.I. Joe as a kid. Shelf of Shame time. Exodus. I've never played it. Actually, I had a friend. I had the original version, and then I think I gave it away. And then I had a friend give me this a few years ago, but I've never played it. This has been on my shelf a long, long time, and I keep thinking I got to get to it, but I never have. Blitzkrieg. This is a great World War II, fairly light World War II game. Plays in about 20, 30 minutes. Pretty abstract, but still, it's a lot of fun. I actually, a few years ago when I did my top 10 World War II, I actually had that on there. Still like it a lot, but I played better games, so it's no longer on that particular list, but good game. Downfall of Pompeii. This is from Mayfair. This was a fantastic game of surviving a volcano and killing your enemies in a volcano. Really fun tile laying game where you're actually laying the lava tiles down to try to give you a path to victory and try to prevent your guys from being cut off and try to cut off other guys. Really like that one. War of Whispers from Starling Games. This game is phenomenal. This is really a good game. It's a kind of a worker placement game, but it's also the theme is so cool. You've got a dudes on a map scenario, but you don't play those factions with the dudes on the map. Rather, you play these secret societies manipulating the map. It's such a good system, and I hope we see more games like this with this idea of you're behind the scenes manipulating the dudes on the map instead of playing the dudes on the map. Really, really fun game. Black Orchestra, also from Starling. Really fun game. Trying to kill Hitler. This is about the bomb plot to kill Hitler. Not just the bomb. You can assassinate him, poison him, shoot him, all sorts of things. But it's fun. Essentially, you're trying to kill Hitler during World War II. Very, very, very fun game. This here is Space Command. I got the Space Base, pardon me. I got the Command Station box. This is a great game where you're trying to do your own thing, but you roll the die, and whenever somebody rolls a die, it may affect you. So you're always paying attention here. I really like Space Base. This is one of those games, kind of a pleasant surprise for me. Ecos, the First Continent. Oh, and I should point out, I do have all the expansions in here. Ecos, the First Continent. I do have the New Horizon expansion in here as well. Phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. It's from the same designer, John Clare, and Space Base, and it's just blew me away. I really got a kick out of this. You're building. It's like a bingo game essentially, but you're also building a continent, and how the continent works out is how you're going to score in your cards. Just absolutely brilliant. Shelf of Shame. Haven't played Rising Sun. Love the original trains, and my good friend Chris bought me the Rising Sun expansion. One day, just out of the blue, it was like on sale. We're at a game store, it was on sale, and he bought it for me. And I feel like a schmuck because I haven't played it yet. I need to. I need to get this one played because I freaking love the original trains. It's a deck builder, but you're actually building these trains. You're in Japan. Really a smart, fun game. Good. I love deck builders. I love board games that have a deck building integration component, and this one does it very well. So I got to play Rising Sun, but I really like trains. AEG. I've also Courtier was by the same designer as Black Orchestra, and Courtier is fantastic. Zach loves this game, and Courtier is kind of an area control game, but you're trying to please the queen. You're trying to do these different petitions to please the queen, and you have to take over. You have to influence certain courtiers. You know, the bishop, the merchant, the admiral, the jeweler, the senator. You know, you have to, the royal family, you have to influence these different people in order to get what you want, to get the queen's influence. Simple game, about an hour game. You can play it with two, but you really need 3 or 4 to play it effectively. I really enjoy Courtier quite a bit. I freaking love this game, and it did not get the love it deserved. I did a review. This is one of the first games that we reviewed on the channel. Love that game. Dominaire is in the same series. There's, I think, 4 or 5 of these. It's also the same series that Love Letter came from. And the second and the fourth one were good, but I didn't love them. But the first and the third one I love. Dominaire is awesome, too. Dominaire is great because you're like in the city of Tempest itself, and you're trying to, instead of manipulating people, you're manipulating sections of the city. And you're trying to spread your influence around the city. And it's mean. This game is so freaking mean. Courtier's a little mean. Dominaire is really mean. And I love mean games. Does it very, very well. Check out Dominaire. I think they're both out of print right now. I hope they come back because they're so good. Here is Star Trek Catan, which is my favorite way to play Catan. You've got the base game here, and then you've got the Federation map set here, which are just maps you can play with it. Essentially, it's just like Catan, but you have roles. So you take on the role of Kirk, Spock, Uhura, Sulu, etc., and they give you special advantages that you can do twice. Then you put it back and you take another role card. Really, really like that. Like I think Kirk can ignore the robber, which is the Klingons. Very fun way to play Catan. My preferred way to play Catan. All right, so that's this part of the game shelf. Let me know what you think if you played some of my Shelf of Shame games. And let me know if I should get rid of any of these games here. What do you think? All right, take it easy.